If I told you that there are just 5 powerful lessons that can completely transform your life, would you believe me? Imagine for a moment what your life could look like if you started applying the same principles that some of the most successful people in the world live by, people who started from nothing but built empires, people who overcame failure after failure and still created the life they dreamed of, people who refused to settle for average and instead decided to play the game of life at the highest level. Now, here's the truth: success is not about luck, it's not about being born into privilege, and it's not even about being the smartest person in the room. It's about aligning your actions, mindset, and discipline with principles that simply work, no matter who you are or where you come from. And in this video, I'm going to break down 5 life-changing success lessons that, if you actually apply them, will shift your entire future. But before we dive in, let me ask you for a small favor. If you want more life-changing content like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and drop a like on this video. It really helps support the channel and allows us to keep sharing content that inspires and empowers people all around the world. Now let's get into it. The first lesson that will transform your life is the realization that your mindset is the foundation of everything. Most people underestimate just how much their thinking shapes their reality. If you walk around with a mindset of scarcity, believing there's never enough, that you're unlucky, that opportunities don't come your way, then you'll constantly find proof that those beliefs are true. On the other hand, if you cultivate a mindset of abundance, of possibility, of resilience, then your brain begins to seek out opportunities where others see obstacles. This is why 2 people can experience the exact same event but have completely different outcomes. Imagine 2 entrepreneurs launching a business. The first one faces rejection and immediately says, "This isn't for me, I guess I'm not cut out for this." The second one, facing the same rejection, says, "Okay, what can I learn from this? How do I adjust my strategy?" That tiny difference in mindset eventually compounds into massive results. What most people forget is that your beliefs act like a lens through which you interpret the world. And over time, your interpretations become your reality. If you start believing you're capable, that challenges are growth opportunities, that failure is feedback, then you start building a mental fortress that allows you to pursue bigger goals without being crushed by the weight of setbacks. This is why cultivating a growth mindset, one that sees potential rather than limitation, is absolutely life-changing. But let's be real here. It's not enough to just think positive thoughts. Success requires action. Which brings me to the second lesson: discipline is more powerful than motivation. Too many people wait around for motivation to show up before they take action. They think, "I'll work out when I feel motivated. I'll study when I feel inspired. I'll work on my business when the mood strikes." But here's the problem: motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes like the weather. And if you tie your life's progress to something so unpredictable, you'll stay stuck. The people who succeed long-term are the ones who build discipline, which is the ability to do what you need to do even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is brushing your teeth every night even when you're tired. Discipline is waking up at 5 a.m. to work on your side hustle before your day job, even when your bed feels like the most comfortable place in the world. Discipline is showing up consistently, day after day, stacking small actions into massive results. Think about it: success is never the result of one massive leap. It's the compound effect of thousands of small, disciplined actions that build momentum over time. That's why discipline beats motivation every single time. When you're disciplined, you don't need to rely on willpower. You create systems, routines, and habits that carry you forward no matter how you feel on a given day. And this brings us to the third lesson: your environment shapes you more than you realize. Most people think they have total control over their decisions, but the truth is, your environment plays a huge role in how you think, act, and behave. If you spend all your time around people who complain, gossip, and settle for mediocrity, you will eventually lower your standards to match theirs. If your environment is cluttered, chaotic, and filled with distractions, your brain will struggle to focus and stay productive. On the other hand, if you intentionally design an environment that supports your goals, your chances of success skyrocket. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, who inspire you, who push you to be better. Create a physical space that eliminates distractions and encourages focus. Fill your mind with books, podcasts, and content that elevates your thinking rather than poisons it. It's like this: if you plant a seed in dry, barren soil, it will struggle to grow no matter how much potential it has. But if you plant that same seed in rich, fertile soil, it thrives effortlessly. You are that seed, and your environment is the soil. If you want to transform your life, You need to take a hard look at your surroundings and ask yourself, is this environment helping me grow, or is it holding me back? The fourth lesson is understanding the power of consistency and patience. We live in a world that glorifies instant results. People want six-pack abs in 30 days, wealth overnight, success without sacrifice. But the truth is, anything worth building takes time. Consistency is about showing up every single day, putting in the work, even when progress feels invisible. Patience is about trusting that the seeds you plant today will eventually bear fruit, even if you can't see the growth right away. Think about bamboo. It spends years growing its roots underground before you ever see anything above the surface. But when it finally breaks through, it grows at an astonishing rate. Many people give up on their goals during the root growing phase, when they can't see the results yet, and they walk away just before the breakthrough. Success is about embracing the long game, understanding that the work you put in now compounds over time. Consistency and patience are like a double-edged sword. Consistency ensures that you're making steady progress, while patience keeps you from self-sabotaging when results don't come instantly. Together, they're unstoppable. And now we reach the fifth and final lesson, which ties everything together. Take full ownership of your life. This may be the most important principle of all. Too many people blame external factors for their lack of progress, blaming their parents, their boss, the economy, their circumstances. But the moment you shift from blaming to owning is the moment your life begins to change. When you take ownership, you stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances and start seeing yourself as the creator of your destiny. Ownership means saying, yes, my past shaped me, but it doesn't define me. Yes, there are challenges in my life, but I am responsible for how I respond to them. Ownership is about stepping into your power and realizing that no one is coming to save you. The world doesn't owe you anything, but you owe it to yourself to show up fully, to give everything you have, to take responsibility for your choices and their consequences. When you adopt this mindset, you stop waiting for opportunities and start creating them. You stop complaining and start problem solving. You stop hoping and start executing. Ownership transforms you from passive observer to active participant in your own life, and that is the ultimate key to success. Now, let's tie all of this together. Success is not complicated, but it does require commitment. If you take these 5 lessons, mastering your mindset, building discipline, shaping your environment, practicing consistency and patience, and taking full ownership, you will become unstoppable. You will develop the kind of inner strength and outer results that most people only dream about. But here's the thing, knowing these lessons isn't enough. Information without application is useless. The real transformation comes when you decide to actually apply these lessons to your daily life. Start with one. Pick one lesson and commit to practicing it today, right now, then stack another one on top. Over time, you'll look back and realize just how much your life has changed because you chose to align yourself with principles that never fail. So, as you finish watching this video, I want you to ask yourself, what's one change I can make today that aligns with these lessons? Because if you do that, you're already on the path to transformation. And remember, success isn't about giant leaps, it's about small, consistent steps that compound into extraordinary outcomes. Thank you for watching, and if this video brought value to your life, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss content designed to help you level up your life. Your future self is waiting for you to take action, so start now.